What do all these pieces and parts have in common? Well, by the end of this segment, they will come together to create a jaw-dropping chain reaction, thanks to Zach Umperovitch, a Rube Goldberg expert who is helping the Sea Science Center kick off summer in the most complicated way possible.
They let me take different elements, different exhibits, and put it all together into one contraption. I'm not constrained by a single design. I was able to just run wild with the imagination.
You know, Rube Goldberg is a great vehicle for kids to learn about science, engineering, problem solving, and Zach is the best. So we're so excited to have him.
So what exactly is a Rube Goldberg machine?
Rube Goldberg was a cartoonist in the early 1900s who drew these really crazy contraptions that took simple tasks and made them really, really complicated. He was just trying to make fun of society and the government at the time. And it really evolved from political cartoons to more just mechanical wonders, so to speak, in his later life.
Like this one. Not so fast. We'll get to that, but first, a little bit more about this man of motion. It just so happens that the world's leading authority in anything chain reaction happens to live right here in New Hampshire.
I've actually been doing this since I was 3 years old. Literally my entire life I've been building these contraptions, starting off with pieces of my hamster's cage, and it just evolved into the collegiate contest that I was a part of for 8 years. Got involved in the production side of things, and from there I'm now the national contest director at Rube Goldberg Inc., and I have my own YouTube channel, Zach Contraption. So I call myself a failing upward situation because I've never written a job resume. I've never reached out to anybody. My entire life since high school has been some person contacting me and it is elevating from there. People really want these contraptions because there's nothing harmful about them. They're just fun, amazing contraptions.
Lately, Zach has been putting his expertise to work on the big screen, co-hosting the show Contraption Masters on Discovery Plus.
If you want to make it more reliable, if you want to make it more interesting, give it a little bit of side translation. Give it a drop from the edge.
Right, so that's missed. But
Almost hit me in the face.
it's going to keep working around.
Until finally. Teams get to build a Rube Goldberg machine over the course of 3 days, where each day we test it, and ultimately I get to be the Paul Hollywood character, and I judge their contraptions at the end of it all.
His builds teach kids more than just engineering and physics.
So my goal is that the ball is going to travel down through this pipe and then hit the switch. Now I added the sponge to try to dampen the effect, but I might need to forego that. So, and there we go. So the biggest learning aspect with the Rube Goldberg machine that I love to teach is failure or trial and error, because I might look successful, but the reality is if my machines work 30 or 50% of the time, I'm thrilled. I'm over the moon. Even the one out there, if that thing works, you know, let's say 15 out of 30 times, I've done a great job.
Okay, ready to try this one out?
3, 2, 1, kick off the summer. I hope people take away that Rube Goldberg machines are just these incredible, amazing contraptions that they teach students how to fail, but when they do work, there's just such a sense of elation, and pure wonder behind it. I mean, you'll see me jumping up and down every single time that they work.